Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast Motivation Talks with SK. So today we're going to talk about something that acts as a reminder, telling us that obstacles don't define us. Instead, it is the story we rewrite after facing them does. Every challenge, every setback, every failure, it all comes with a narrative, right? Some people see obstacles and say, this is where it ends. I can't face it after this. But there are others who say, this is where my story changes. And that shift, that rewrite is where growth begins. Okay? Because you have the power to decide how your challenges shape your identity. You can turn I failed into I learned. You can turn I struggled into I survived. And you can turn this stopped me into this redirected me. Right? Let me share a story of Arav. He dreamed of becoming a pilot. And for years he worked hard towards that goal. Okay. But during his final medical exam, he was declared unfit because of a eyesight condition. It shattered him into pieces because his dream collapsed in just seconds. Correct? And for a long time, his narrative was, life is very unfair. Everything I worked for is gone forever. But eventually, with time and reflection, he made a new choice. What was that? He shifted his narrative from defeat to possibility. How amazing, right? Then he pursued aviation engineering. Later became a flight safety specialist. Still part of the world he loved, correct? But just in a different way. Because his dream did not die. It evolved. And that happened because he rewrote his story instead of letting that obstacle finish it or stop him at any point. Correct? Because obstacles will definitely appear. That's life after all, right? But what happens next is totally your choice. And when things don't go your way, please don't give up. Instead, pause, reflect, and ask yourself, is this my ending? Or is it just a chapter? Then decide to rewrite your narrative with strength, with honesty, and with faith in what's still possible. Just like how Arav did. Okay? And remember, you're always bigger than what stands in your way. It is just an obstacle after all. Okay? Thanks for listening to my podcast. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone who you also think needs to rewrite their narrative instead of giving up because of any obstacle that comes their way. Okay? And until next time, keep rewriting, keep evolving because your story isn't over yet, my friend. Okay? This is me signing off. I'll see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye from SK.